Now, what was it like to be the first black police officer or the first black doctor in Milton Keynes? It's a question that 6 young people in the town have been asking for Black History Month. They've been meeting the people who held those very titles, and they're turning those stories into a film. Usman Azad reports.
These teenagers from Milton Keynes are budding filmmakers and historians. They've captured the stories of 6 pioneering black men and women from the town, and it's been done to keep their contributions on the record.
A lot of the time when we look at history and we look at stories that are told, they do not feature black contribution or black presence, especially in the UK. And so I wanted to make sure that in 50 years or 100 years from now, these black people turn up in the history and in the story and in the legacy of Milton Keynes.
I think the first thing that springs to mind is my application form.
The subjects have amazing stories, like Albert, who was one of the first black police officers in Milton Keynes. He says his 30-year career was about breaking barriers.
I think it's important to state that yes, I may have been one of the first officers of colour, but I'd like to think it paved the way for other members of the public, from our communities, to think actually they can see Albert, he's a black police officer. If he can do it, and I've always said if I can do it, anybody else can do it.
Professor Christopher Lynch is one of 3 doctors that started Milton Keynes Hospital. As a surgeon and a gynaecologist, he has treated members of the royal family and been nominated for a Nobel Prize. He invented the treatment to stop bleeding in pregnant women. This alone has saved 2 million lives.
When I was at birth, you could see the picture there. I was the only black and only foreigner in my year out of 120. Now in medical school, you have black, Asian, or everybody as a mixture.
The teenagers who worked on the project realised they're part of something special.
The people that we spoke to, they were just around the area that we live in, and the fact that if I walked down the street, I wouldn't have spoken to them and find out about them and what they might have done for the area.
They're like me, who have been doing it for a long time, and I don't have to fit into a particular kind of like mould. I can be sort of free form like that.
The videos will be kept in Milton Keynes Historical Archive. They will also be sent to all local schools so they can be used in lessons, so it can inspire the next generation of trailblazers. Usman Azad, BBC Look East, Milton Keynes.